say Nembutsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light, of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light, of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gasho, I say Namo Nembutsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Nembutsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo We are born and given life, our own precious life, and each flower is given to its own so precious life. Yet we are like the fabled bird, we are like the bird whose two heads do fight, blind to the precious life shed, so wanting Mida's light. Let's live and light the world, ever kind, ever brave. Let's live and light the world with each and every day. life's overflow of tears, seeing the hurt we have, seeing the hurt we've caused, seeing how we've wronged, sharing our past, our fabled herd, does sing a mournful song. So live and light the world, see that hatred's overcome. So live and light the world, as one we must become. For the river reflects our past, through the years flow sorrow's tears. We are born and given hope of dreams shining bright, and the skies given too, the hope of dying light. Fabled bird, we heard your song. Fabled bird, we heard. Sing of hope anew. Fly with love now in chase of dreams. Tomorrow's dreams pursue. Let's live and light the world. All our days on this land. Let's live and light the world. Let's all walk hand in hand, together in friendship now. Let us walk the road to peace. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Nembutsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Nembutsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gasho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida
Aloha everyone, welcome to Punahonganji Buddhist Temple Wednesday live Dharma service. Thank you so much. Tonight, let us listen to Amida Buddha's compassion and wisdom together so that we may find ourselves in Buddha's embrace. Once we are embraced, never forsaken. We'll begin our service tonight with a chanting of Vandana Ti-Sarana. So please put your hands together in Gasho. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Om him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddha Sarana Gacchami, Dharma Sarana Gacchami, Sangha Sarana Gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namandop, 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 namandop. So I want to share my Dharma message with you tonight. So tonight's my message title is That's Enough. That's enough. So however said this word to anybody else to your friends or family, or anybody else told you, that's enough. I think this is like a story or words we often say or we often hear. Yeah? And then I checked the meaning of this word, that's enough. And one of the definitions is like this way: to tell someone, especially a child, to stop behaving in a silly, noisy, or unpleasant way. Yeah? So to tell somebody, especially a child, to stop behaving a silly, noisy, or unpleasant way. So like some examples like this way. It could be a children jumping in a house, jumping. And then family member asking, hey, don't do that. No jumping in the house. But they continue jumping. And then what they say is, that's enough. Yeah. I remember when I was young, I'm doing in this way. That's enough. And then few minutes, I stopped doing that. But after few minutes later, I began to jump again. Such a good boy I was. Or another can be, yeah, like between friends, they pushing, and then maybe if at the school, teacher may tell, don't push people, don't do that. But maybe continue pushing, and then finally, they will say, that's enough, don't do that. But if I remember myself again, at that time, when somebody told me, that's enough, I may stop, but again, few minutes later, I'll do again. Yeah. And then another example can be, again, like a school or a place, when other people studying or reading books. This one person running around, and then like disturbing other students' study or quiet situation. And then finally the person may tell, that's enough, return to your seat, take your seat. Yeah. Again, it was me, so I listened to them only a few minutes, but later again began to walking around. So I think you may have those experience, or you may have said to somebody else, that's enough. Yeah. So that's enough, yeah, implies to acknowledge some action or behavior which make you don't feel comfortable or make you upset, or action or behavior is causing trouble to others. Therefore, maybe patiently asking Why don't you stop now? Don't do now? Or why don't you different way? But if this person doesn't stop behaving in that way, this word comes out there. That's enough. Yeah, which means acknowledge what action the person is doing, and then finally, no more. Don't do that. Yeah. And then so this definition sets, yeah, especially a child, a children. But don't you think this word now can apply, or we know there are so many issues or situations, could be we can use this word, that's enough. And in a society or country or community, what I may say is those things we may feel the feeling of, oh, that's enough. Yeah, like these things, discrimination, racism, hatred, violence, hate crime, those things here, we have been watching TV or social media, newspaper, kind of every day, every place, there are things happening. Therefore, we may feel that's enough. Yeah, what's happening in our country, in our world? So many of those things happening here, and we may feel that's enough. However, no ending. So this situation is not only this time, yeah, way before. We may say that in our history of human beings, these are existed. Discrimination based on the skin of color, religion, how you look like, racism, hatred, people fighting each other over land or country or protecting themselves, and hate crime. So these things has been there way before. Now here we do observing, experiencing. In the future, it will be existing. So what is something we can find a cause here? Why in our human life we do have a discrimination or racism, those things? So it's like we do have a deep inside of us, we do have a cause. And then what Buddhism identify as a cause of these things is, we call it ignorance. Ignorance is a deep cause of these things, deep inside of us. Situation, people is only conditions, but I have it in my deep inside of me, ignorance. With my eyes, I want to see things in a way I want. I can see only through my perception, through my education, and I believe what I'm seeing are true. If something comes which does not belong to my idea, we may reject or we deny. So ignorance is our human desire, attachment or delusion or defilements, we call it. This is something, everything happening in our country world, directly or indirectly, I'm also cause of this situation. And today, so I have one kind of the question or like one thing. So now I'll show you certain sentences. So I'll give you 1 minute. So you try to read it. Okay, this can be a tricky question. So this is a question or a sentence. Are you ready? So 1 minute. Can you read this? "30 seconds. "10 seconds. So were you able to read this sentence. Yeah, so this sentence says here, according to a research at Cambridge University, it doesn't matter in what order the letters in a word are. The only important thing is that the first and then last letter be at the right place. The rest can be a total mess, and you can still read it without problem. This is because the human mind does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a whole. So yeah, again, see, this is like changing the order of the letters, characters. But they said if we place the first and then last is a right place, even the between is not the correct order, we can read it. The reason why is our brain is so smart. When we see something, automatically in our brain, we'd have a process of the how to read it, and then we can understand what it is. So I hope you were able to read it. So I think in that way, our mind so smart. We don't want to use too much energy. Therefore, through our experience, education, our process, without thinking, without knowing, our brain can work. And then we have our own interpretation, understanding. Yeah, think about if you are driving a car too. Yeah, we don't often think about when we turn left. We don't just simply look in the mirror and they see no car coming, and we just naturally turn left. We don't put like 100% effort or concentration. Yeah? So in our brain, to save our energy in our brain, we have an automatic process of the information. Then this we call it in this way too. This can be also guiding us to have unconscious bias. Yeah? Unconscious bias. Without knowing, when I see certain person, certain situation, without knowing, automatically we make a judgment. Right, good. Bad, wrong. Beautiful, ugly. Black and then white. We make a judgment immediately, not seeing a whole story, big picture through our mind. And then in Buddhism teaching, this unconscious bias, based on this unconscious bias, we are creating a conflict or argument because with our believing, our belief, what I see is everything. So we call it again, this is ignorance, not knowing a true truth without wisdom. It's like a darkness. In a dark room, I have only one spotlight. So that with a light, that is everything I can see. But the other places are darkness. I cannot see it. But I believe what I see is everything. And that is ignorance. Not knowing everything, but believing what I see is everything. So we often say there is no good person or bad person. Good person exists in my mind. Bad person exists in my mind. We are creating. If I like this person, you're a good person. I want to hang out. I want to be friends with you. If you are the person I don't like, you give me hard time, I don't feel comfortable with you, then we are creating that person in our mind based on our convenience situation or unconscious bias. And this here, unconscious here, we don't know it, we are seeing in that way. So therefore, without knowing what is the cause of suffering, we are continue to creating a situation of discrimination, racism, or hatred. Yeah. This is and then who is this person who has this unconscious bias and ignorance? Who has it? Yeah, it is truly me and myself, this Satoshi Tomioka. I do have a distinctive mind. I do have a judgmental mind, making a judgment on people's situation. based on my convenience. And then if situation go as I wish, I feel so happy, comfortable. If a situation doesn't go as I wish, or if a human relationship doesn't go as I plan, I feel upset, sad, or so shocked or frustration. Everything causes ignorance, which means lacking of wisdom, and then try to make things go as I wish. Yeah. So therefore, teaching me from Buddha, that's enough. Satoshi, don't do that. Don't be judgmental. Don't be upset. That's enough. Don't feel stressed. That's enough. Yeah? Don't feel sad. That's enough. Yeah, so Buddha, Amida Buddha, observing my such a nature, calling to me, your action, you are creating difficulty to yourself too, and to others. So that's enough. Yeah. However, deep inside of me, this ignorance exists. So therefore, anytime, any occasion, my smile, so happy when I'm thinking of my wife, can be so angry face. If something happened, I don't like it. So my mind is changing always. And then Buddha calling to me, that's enough. Don't be upset. Don't do that. However, my desire never disappear, continue to comes out from what I say, what I think, what I do. Calling to me, that's enough. Don't do that. But still, I cannot stop doing that because it is also because of the unconscious bias. I cannot be aware of it. I cannot know it. I do have such a mind. So therefore, over here, we need Buddha's wisdom. We need a light. With Buddha's wisdom as a light will dispel the darkness of ignorance. And then light open up my eyes to see true nature of myself. Yeah, with a light shows everything clearly as it is. And in front of Buddha's wisdom, light, my everything, through my nature, will be revealed to me. It could be I do have to see something I don't want to see, I want to hide. But that is my true nature. So therefore, we human beings, we want to keep it something secret. We don't want to share things with others. Because if somebody know my secret or something I want to hide, the person maybe made a judgment or maybe begin to dislike me. We are afraid. So we want to hide it, something. However, again, my true nature will be revealed in the Buddha's wisdom. And when it was shown to me, when my everything is shown, is opened. But the Amida Buddha never make a judgment. What Amida Buddha do is ultimate acceptance. Don't worry, be happy, come as you are, come as you are. That is no judgment, no distinctive mind. That is we call it compassion. Just come as you are. Whatever happens, I shall embrace you. So yeah, that's enough is a teaching so Buddha. That's enough. Don't be upset. Don't feel stressed. Don't have frustration. Don't be upset. Yeah, those people who can control their mind, could be they can keep a peace, and then could be in the future they may have a potential to become a Buddha. However, this me, no matter how I try, Buddha calling me, that's enough. That's enough. My mind never become peaceful, constantly changing. So no way in myself to become a Buddha by my power. So therefore, here Buddha's wisdom calling to me, reaching out to me. Don't worry, be happy, Satoshi. I shall save you from suffering. Just come as you are. So yeah, here is the reason why we do have Buddha's wisdom. It's because of me. who have a ignorance. I need a light. I need a wisdom beyond human mind of intelligence or wisdom of human being. So again, therefore, our founder, Master Shinran said, when we reflect on the establishment of the vow, we find that the Tathagata Buddha, without abandoning sentient beings in pain and affliction, has taken the directing virtue to them as foremost, thus fulfilling the mind of great compassion. So our founder realized here, when Buddha observing my life, I'm the one who have ignorance and then causing a trouble to myself, to others. And then I'm the one who try to my best to be better person, to creating a good mind, but impossible. Still, my mind is never become like no waves in water on the lake. Totally no waves is the mind of Buddha. But our founder realized, no matter he tried, small waves comes out, and then no time, even a single moment, his mind didn't become peaceful. So that is a moment Amida Buddha calling to our founder. He encountered Amida Buddha's promise. Therefore, that's enough. I know you have been going through so many things. I know you tried. That's enough. From now, I'll take care of everything. I'll take care of your everything. Therefore, just entrust yourself to me. That is a calling of Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. That's enough. Just come as you are. And then when we realize, oh, that's right, I'm in Buddha's embrace. Whatever happens in my life, this Buddha's compassion, wisdom guides my life. That is the moment Namo Amida Butsu comes out. Namandabu, Namandabu. Taught ultimate embrace and acceptance from Amida Buddha. So again, as a final conclusion, would you put your hand together in Gassho? Let me share words of Master Shinran again. When we reflect on the establishment of the vow, we find that the Tathagata Buddha, without abandoning sentient beings in pain and affliction, have taken the directing of virtue to them as foremost, thus fulfilling the mind of great compassion. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namandabu, Namandabu, Namandabu. Now we do have a chanting of Nembutsu. So again, thank you so much for your time today. Just I have one announcement. I hope you can see it. Wait there. Oops. So now, as a Puna Honganji, we do have an online virtual bomb dance. And then we try to having a closure of the 4-hour bomb dance season as a Puna Honganji. And then thanks to our Puna Taiko and then our members, they had made a new bomb dance song. Bomb dance that is called the Genki Ondo, healthy Bon dance song. So like for the COVID-19, it's including like a mask gesture or like sanitizing. So we are asking people, community to take a video of yourself to the dancing to this song, and then take a video and then submit to the Punahonganji. So you can go to see our Facebook page and you can find the information in detail. The deadline is this coming Saturday, and you can get prizes. So please go to check our Facebook page and then take a video of yourself, your children or friends or family with a small gathering here, and then email to our Punahonganji. Also, before concluding again, and now our COVID-19 situation is changing. Yeah, even there are cases from Hilo. So again, let us do our part. I know it's so difficult situation. We are going through so many difficulties, but therefore, knowing that we are truly living a life of interdependence, what I do has an impact to other people's lives. Yeah? As I have my wife, I want to cherish and I want to protect. Each person has somebody they want to cherish, and then it's me. I love myself, and then you love yourself too, and then each person loves themselves, and then each person has somebody they want to cherish and then protect. To make that happen, we need to help each other. Again, let us do our part, and then let us be mindful. What do we say? What do we do? What do we think? Especially our behavior has an impact. So again, thank you so much for your time today. Have a beautiful evening and then a peaceful Thursday. Thank you so much. Also, don't forget this video to take a video yourself, Genki Ondo. Thank you so much. Mahalo. Bye bye.
In times of difficulty, I say now.